The Swansea.com Stadium is our venue tonight in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. It is the 2013 winners hosting the team that then dominated this very competition for the decade that followed. Swansea City, 13th in the Championship, against Manchester City, 5th in the Premier League. Josh Key, testing Aït-Nouri early on. Franco with the shot and bends it in! And Championship Swansea have the lead! Look what it means to the sellout crowd in the Swansea.com Stadium. Calm as you like from the Swansea boss Alan Sheehan. Well, David, talk us through this absolutely wonderful finish from Gonzalo Franco.
Well, you just have to look at see the movement from Franco. There he is, he's totally unmarked, and all he's got to be doing is thinking about the placement. Sometimes it's not all about the pace. You can see where the goalkeeper is standing, what, a good four yards outside of his goal line, but he just finds it in the top right-hand corner. No goalkeeper is going to be saving that, but it's a good response from Swansea City. He got goal of the month when he played against Blackburn for the goal that he scored there. What a strike that is from Franco. But good movement down the right-hand side involving Josh Key. Comes alongside the 18-yard box and just lays it on a plate for Franco.
Here's Rico Lewis into the box. It's an important tackle from Galbraith. Up from the back, he can score goals. But it's Cam Burgess who gets his head to it first. Back to Shirky with the step over and cuts the ball across, and Ake was at the far post, couldn't reach it.
Well, that is great play by Shirky. Steps as if he's going to go inside onto his favoured side. There's a little step over, comes towards the byline, and the ball's just too good, isn't it? But he'll be delighted the way things are going at this present time, Alan Sheehan.
Certainly will, considering 13 years since Swansea last came out on top of this fixture. Here's Vidal intercepting the pass and just sending his effort wide. It's actually a superb save from Trafford. But Manchester City handing the keys to the castle to Melker Vidal.
Well, what on earth Husanoff was doing, I'm not quite so sure.
The pass is never on. It is indeed a brilliant save with the fingertips from the young English goalkeeper. Oscar Bob to take on Timon, threads the ball back, little step over was clever, and Shirky ricochets back off the post. Little stab finish from the Frenchman. And Swansea can breathe again. Well, they're getting closer, Manchester City, dominating the ball. Doku will test his pace. Bob's in there, so too Marmouche. Wants to go alone, and it's deflected in off Burgess. And finally, City have their breakthrough to level the match. Well, Doku has been a thorn in the side of Swansea throughout. Swansea's rearguard has stood firm. A little hand of apology from Cameron Burgess, but there was little he could do about this.
No, there's not, and you have to say that Doku is up against Franco, and he's going right, he's going left. He's there on the byline, just comes inside, shimmies as if he's going to go and shoot, and then eventually, when he does, he hammers it in towards a central area and just goes right past Fisher. No chance whatsoever.
Oscar Bob down the right-hand side for City. Now Lewis, Shirky. Nico Gonzalez is surrounded by 3 white shirts. Finds its way through to Doku, who might have thought about the volley. The shot comes in from Aït-Nouri, is always rising.
You know, for me, I'm not quite so sure why Doku didn't take up that option of hitting it first time. It's a great little flick from Gonzalez to start off with. Again, a lot of encouragement from Pep Guardiola. As I mentioned, he will want to get this game finished, doesn't want to go to the penalties.
Movement from Shirky into the box. There is not enough movement in and around him. Gvardiol looks to whip one, and Fisher spilled it, but he reacted quickly to get the ball away from Rico Lewis.
Yeah, that should have been an easy save for Fisher.
Here's Ryan Shirky. Absolute live wire, but not been able to provide the cutting edge so far for Manchester City. It's a nicely threaded pass. Marmoush whips the ball into the roof of the net. And Manchester City have had to wait, but finally they make the breakthrough. Emphatic finish from City's Egyptian prince.
Well, at times you have to say that Manchester City have been very, very patient. There you can see the way that he just leans into Samuels, who's performed really well in the game. Have a little look there. He just opens up his body. Good first touch. And then you think, well, the goalkeeper, should he be doing a little bit better towards his near post area? But the pace is beating him. It's a wondrous strike. A lot of pace and power behind that one. Very difficult for any goalkeeper to save that.
Long ball forward, and Foden is in acres of space here around the back. Cuts the ball back, and it's good defensive work once again. Now Braith this time. Swansea give the ball straight back to a black shirt. Gonzalez from range.
Yes, a decent.
Yeah, it's you, Claude, I insist.
Yeah, it's a decent strike, isn't it? You haven't seen that very often with Manchester City. Taking on an attempt outside of the 18-yard box.
Right here, as it stands, Manchester City are going through. Oh, Gvardiol has picked out Shirky, and he deserves a goal, and he's got a goal. He has been the standout player for Manchester City on his return to the starting team. And he looks like, although he's still smiling, a bit of cramp has set in his goal celebration.
Well, I can tell you wholeheartedly, that wasn't played for Shirky. That was played for Marmoush. It's a mishit, but it falls nicely for Shirky, who has been, I think, the best player for Manchester City this evening.
And the 8-time League Cup winners Manchester City are through to the quarter-finals. They had to work hard for it, and Pep Guardiola all smiles as he exchanges handshakes with the Swansea bench. Ryan Shirky was a difference maker for Manchester City. He got his goal with the very last action of the game, and that was after Omar Marmoush had fired Manchester City into a lead that they had to be truly patient to get. Jeremy Doku had levelled the match for them in the first half. His goal-bound shot deflecting in off the Swansea captain. The goal of the night, though, went to that man, Gonçalo Franco, whipping one in off the post from the edge of the box. Absolutely beautiful goal. So full-time at the Swansea.com stadium. Swansea were plucky, but ultimately didn't have enough. They've been beaten 3-1 by Manchester City.